Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to another little episode of where we just kind of ask me questions. I just observe people send me questions a lot about learning Arabic, and I also kind of see them in the comments and stuff as well. So I want to just kind of answer one a week, and yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. So we're a few weeks in now, but there's a question about speaking Arabic, right? So I just kind of wanted to give you guys the truth about speaking Arabic because often students ask me at the end of your program, will I be able to speak fluent Arabic? That's a fine question. Do you know what I mean? Like, I absolutely understand why students answer that, why students ask that, and yeah, it's a fine question, right, to ask. But there's a few issues with, like, number one, usually people haven't really defined what they mean by fluency. They kind of have in their head that they'll be able to speak Arabic like a fluent native speaker, and frankly, it's most likely that most of us will never achieve that. Do you know what I mean? Like even myself, I studied Arabic for 4 years, and I've been teaching it for four. Like Arabs know I'm not an Arab the minute I open my mouth, right? But so I just kind of wanted to make you guys aware that speaking is a skill, right, rather than a knowledge as such. It's a skill, so it's a little bit like asking. Like do you know how to do a push up? Right? I'm just asking you guys. I want you to ask yourself. Do you know how to do a push up? Right? But how many can you do? Right? You know how to do a push up. Right? You know what one is, what a push up is. But how good are you at them? Can you push up fluently, even though you know what a push up is? Right? Some of you can't push up fluently. Right? You have the knowledge. You've been taught it. Maybe someone's taught you, or you've seen it enough that you can do it, but you've not practiced it enough. It's not, you know, doing push-ups fluently is about you practicing your skill, right? And teachers, if that's a main goal of the course, teachers should create a ruse. They should create situations by which you have to practice it, just like a personal trainer would create a scenario where you have to do 20 push-ups before certain exercises or after certain exercises or whatever, in between sets or whatever, but like students need to understand that, right? So if I was to approach a personal trainer in the gym and say, after I book these 10 personal training sessions with you, will I be able to do like 50 push-ups? And they can't guarantee that, like, because they don't know where you're at now for a start. They don't know what like your natural ability to do push-ups is, and they don't know what the results will be. Like, they know what the process is, and they know how to teach you how to do a push-up, and they also don't know how committed you are to doing push-ups properly and stuff either. Like, so it's really hard for teachers to answer that question. It's really hard for a teacher to say, yes, you will be able to speak Arabic fluently, because the skill is on you, right? Like, to actually develop the skill is on you, how much you will take part in it and stuff. So yeah, like maybe you could say, like, people who successfully complete the program, yeah, they're you know they can speak Arabic for sure, but you can't guarantee that for everyone. Do you know what I mean? So that's just part of the truth about speaking Arabic. Like, it's a skill that is on you and requires a lot of practice. And unfortunately, there's just not really a substitute for that. Unfortunately, there aren't kind of quick fixes for that. Like, it's why languages, and especially a speaking exam, like if you do GCSE or A level or degree level Arabic, you do any kind of exam, the speaking exam isn't something you can cram for the night before, because it's a skill, right? Like, you can cram facts into your head. You can probably in an evening, you probably can cram 20 new facts in your head. And like for these A level exams or whatever, if you have 20 good bits of knowledge you get a mark for, that'll help you a lot in the last night, right? But like, you can't really cram spoken Arabic because it's a skill that needs to be developed and refined. Like, if you had a push up exam tomorrow, you need to have built your muscles to do push ups to do particularly well, right? Like, you could practice a little bit tonight, but maybe if anything, you just tear your muscles and you'd be terrible the next day. And even languages are a little bit like that. Even like it's like a muscle. It's more like a muscle than it is knowledge, right? And that's just the case with spoken Arabic. And I think it's important for us Arabic teachers to explain that to our students. So yeah, so that's just a little thing that I wanted to say about learning to speak Arabic. It is a skill. It is 90% skill, 10% knowledge, I think. Okay, guys. Next, I do have another question lined up, actually. I have the question for what is it? Actually, I'll leave it as a surprise. Actually, I do have one in front of me, but I'm not sure what order we're going to put these out in. I might put this one that I have on this bit of paper out before this one. So yeah, you guys will see next week. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask your Arabic teacher about learning Arabic, things that you want clarified, things to do with strategy for learning Arabic and stuff, then let me know. Drop me a comment below. You can email me, arabicwithsam@gmail.com. gmail.com. Hope to hear from some of you guys soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.